Hi, welcome to another 4-H session. Today we're going to do some pretty nifty Valentine recipes and end up with a very nice family fun activity. And we will explain as we go. My name is Winona Hare. I'm the director of the 4-H.
I'm Morgan. I'm the co-director of 4-H.
And I'm Crystal Frank, dietitian over at Catawba Service Unit. All right, so our first recipe that we're going to do today is going to be Valentine's Day frozen strawberries and yogurt. So we've got, this is really simple. We've got yogurt, Greek yogurt, and then we've also got strawberries. So what we're going to do, so we're going to take our Greek yogurt and we're going to pour some out into a bowl so that we can dip these strawberries in them. And then we're gonna freeze the strawberries. So Greek yogurt is a really great, healthy food. It's a more concentrated strained yogurt, and so it actually has more protein in it and less sugar than regular yogurt because of the way it's processed. Same ingredients though to make it. And then strawberries, we've talked about it before, but they are great because they have a lot of vitamin C. In fact, a cup of strawberries has about 150% of an adult's daily needs of vitamin C. So what we're gonna do with these strawberries, you can cut the tops of them off, and then we're gonna take them and we're going to dip them. Your fingers are gonna get messy. Do one as whole, and then we're also going to do, and excuse the mess, ideally you'll have 2 people doing this. Kids will like to get their fingers messy. You can also do this by cutting them in half first so that it looks more like a heart. And we're going to immerse it into the yogurt and then stick it on the parchment paper here. And then again, we're going to freeze it. So you can either do it whole or you can do it by halves, and then you freeze it, and then you have a nice treat to enjoy in a couple of minutes. Our second recipe that we're going to do is Valentine's yogurt bark. So with this one we have some simple ingredients. We've got yogurt again, also got strawberries, some blueberries, and then we've got some pomegranate seeds. So just to let you know a little bit about these ingredients, with our yogurt we already talked about some great things that yogurt gives our bodies. Protein, it gives us calcium, some yogurts vitamin D. The yogurt that we're using today is a non-dairy yogurt. We're actually using something made with coconut milk rather than cow's milk. But you can use regular yogurt, you can use Greek yogurt, you can use coconut milk yogurt, whatever you would like to use in your home. The strawberries, we talked about how great those are with vitamin C. We also, with our blueberries, there's a lot of great benefits that it provides our bodies. One big thing is phytonutrients, which just means that they basically help to protect our cells and our bodies from damage. And then finally, pomegranates. These have a lot of antioxidants in it, so again, that's a really good thing to protect our cells and our bodies from damage. And then it's really good for your heart. It's a heart healthy fruit. So Morgan is actually going to make this recipe for us today, and we'll turn it over to her.
Okay, so to get started on the yogurt bark, like we said, we have about 2 plastic cups of yogurt, and then we're just going to use the leftover from the last recipe we did and pour it into just like a baking dish or some kind of tray. If you don't have parchment paper, that's fine. It'll come out pretty easily. So all we're going to do, scoop all the yogurt into the tray. And if you have more yogurt laying around the house, you can mix it all together or do any combinations that you think would be good. So just spread it across. And we won't fill up this whole tray just because we don't have too much yogurt. So we'll just make it spread across like so. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So once it looks like that and spread out a bit, we just have our fruit and all of our different items to add to it. We cut the strawberries to look like little X's and O's and hearts for Valentine's Day. Feel free to get creative with it. But we're just gonna place them right on top of the yogurt, just random, however you think looks pretty. Just like that. Then we'll take our blueberries and just sprinkle them on. Like that. And you can use any yogurt you want for this. It doesn't have, we use blueberry and a mix of vanilla Greek yogurt, and you can use whatever your favorite is. And then we're just gonna sprinkle on pomegranates. Just like that. And that's how you make your yogurt bark. You'll just stick it in the freezer for about an hour or two until it's hard. Once it's hardened, just peel it off the paper tray that you use and either cut it, or it's really fun to like smash it with a jar or something, and it'll come into like little pieces that you can eat at home and just keep them in a baggie in the freezer. And it's a really awesome treat, super refreshing and cooling after a long day.
So our last and final recipe today, and it's our healthy lifestyles activity. It's called the Valentine's Day Snack Bite. So with this recipe, we've got oats, we've got sunflower seeds, shredded coconut, some honey, peanut butter, and as an optional thing, some sprinkles. And just to give you some information about some of our ingredients today, with our oats, this is a really heart-healthy ingredient. It's got soluble and insoluble fiber, so that's really good for our hearts, also our digestive systems. The sunflower seeds, these are great. They're a good source of protein, a good source of healthy fats. They also have B vitamins in them as well. And then our peanut butter, another thing that we've talked about in some of our other cooking demonstrations. This is a great source of protein and another great source of healthy fats in our diet. So Winona here is going to actually make this recipe for us today. And what we want to start with is we're going to get a large bowl, and we're going to combine a cup of oats and put that into the bowl first. And then we're going to get 1/4 of a cup of peanut butter and put it in that bowl as well. And then our next ingredient is also another sticky one, and we're going to get honey, and we're going to do 1/4 a cup of honey, and we're going to put that in the big bowl as well. The next ingredient is going to be sunflower seeds, and we actually just need 1/4 of a cup of that as well. These have no shells on them, obviously. All right, so the next ingredient that we're going to put into our bowl is the coconut. So we need 1/4 a cup of that as well. If you notice, everything in this recipe other than the oats has the same measurement. So 1/4 of a cup for the peanut butter, the honey, the sunflower seeds, and the coconut. So then you're going to actually mix that pretty well, and it's going to take some good arm power there. Alright, so the next step that we're going to take is that we're going to press that mixture into a tight round ball. It's going to be about the size of a ping pong ball, and you're going to do that until you run out of the mixture. Now, if it's too sticky, if the dough is too sticky to roll, a couple of things you can do. You can try putting it in the fridge for about 20 minutes, and then you can try to roll it. It looks like Winona's not really having a problem, but another thing that you can do to help the dough to firm up a little bit is you can add a little extra oats in there, and that should help the dough firm up a bit. So as an optional ingredient for these snack bites, you can include M&Ms or some other chocolate-coated chocolate candy to mix into the snack bites. And then also, you can top your snack bites with some sprinkles for a little extra fun. Once you've done that, what we'll do is we are going to store these snack bites in the refrigerator for either 30 minutes or the freezer for 15 minutes. Then you can take them out and enjoy all the yummy goodness that these snack bites have to offer.